Hi guys, it is Dr. Cody Dukes and we are back again for yet another video. Now you already know what to do. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and like this video, and if you're not already, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Now you guys already know what today is. It's Fit Friday, and you know what we do on Fit Fridays. We do more fitness related content, more health related content, where I give you guys tips and tricks on things that I've done to help me get more fit and to get more healthy that might also work for you, and today is no different. Today I want to talk about something that happened very recently in the sports world, and that is that Kevin Durant finally asked for a trade out of Brooklyn. He, along with Kyrie Irving, joined the Brooklyn Nets, I don't know, maybe 3 years ago now, with plans of forming their own little super team in Brooklyn and winning championships, so on and so forth. And along the way, they got a trade for James Harden. So now they had a three-headed monster of, arguably top 10, top 15 NBA players, three top 10, top 15 NBA players on the same team. One of them arguably the best player in the world. They were shooing to win, right? Wrong. They have consistently underperformed. The first year they were together, they got to the playoffs and struggled. Well, I mean, they actually played really well against the eventual NBA champion Milwaukee Bucks, but they end up losing in the first round in Game 7. And then this past year, there was all types of mess going on. Kyrie Irving not playing because of vaccination status. James Harden eventually being traded because of being disgruntled and being traded for a Ben Simmons who has not played any basketball this season at all. And even if he did play, he would not shoot the ball because that is not what he does. And so basically it was mostly, and Kevin Durant had some injury issues of his own. And so the season just, was a clunker, and they squeeze into the playoffs, 7th or 8th seed, and they lose to the eventual runner-up in the NBA championship, Boston Celtics, in the first round. And I think they were swept. And so all in all, this experiment that they had, it just didn't work out. And Kevin Durant finally said, you know what, I've stuck around long enough. I've tried long enough. I even signed an extension now, and it has 4 years left on his contract. And he asked for a trade out. And of course, unlike always in this situation where you have a player under contract for so many years, the team actually says they'll listen and they'll try to trade him. But the reason I want to talk about this today, because, a lot of times when we're working out and we're on our journey to fitness and we're training, a lot of times we don't always know what to do, and so we're just trying things out and we're experimenting to see what works best for us. And I think that's one of the best keys to working out and getting fit, is figuring out what works for you, because what works for one person may not work for another, right? And when you're trying to figure out what works for you, you need to know when to say, you know what, I'm going to stick it out, and when to say, you know what, this isn't working, I'm going to move on to something else, right? Like I've been dealing with this a lot lately where, I'm trying some new things, and, I get a weekend and I'm like, man, I don't like this. It's not working anyway. And I'm like, Cody, it's only been a week. Give it a second, right? But then there's been some other things that I've done for like months at a time and have seen no real measurable results or changes, and I'm sticking with it. And when I really should have said, Cody, you need to ask for a trade. You need to get out of Brooklyn. And so there's this need to know when, right? How the song says, know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You need to be persistent, in that you don't just quit after knocking once at the door, but you also have to be wise in knowing when it's the best time to try something new. Maybe doing a bunch of cardio isn't best for you and your body type, right? Maybe you need to do a bunch of heavy weightlifting, and maybe weightlifting isn't what you really need for your goals. Maybe you probably should just switch and do more HIIT training and cardio to get your body where you want to be. Know when to stick with it, and know when to move on and try something new. Don't be afraid to ask for a trade when things aren't working out. When you've given it a reasonable amount of time to try and to see if it'll work. That's the video, guys. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and like this video. And if you're not already, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I upload 5 videos a week. That is one every single weekday. I do inspirational and motivational content with a pop culture twist. I look at things like sports, movies, animes, superheroes, cartoons, game shows, you name it. I just try to find a motivational message that I can deliver to you in a way that's easy to understand so that you can take it and use it in your daily life so that you can be successful. And if that sounds like what you're trying to do, then you should definitely subscribe because this is the channel for you. Guys, how did I do? Let me know down in the comments. Give me tips and feedback on how I can get better. Give me suggestions on topics I should cover in the future. I'll do my best to go through every single comment and get back to every single one of you guys. Guys, I thank you for sticking around this long, and I appreciate all of the support. And the only thing I ask is that you keep coming back, because I'll keep coming back with more videos just like this one. And as I always say, guys, until next time, peace.